Okay, here I am in Bullhead City with David Barry. First time I've met David.
That's right.
Yeah.
In person?
In person, yes.
We spoke on the phone.
Yes, spoken on the phone, video calls and stuff like that. David is an inspiring filmmaker, and he's making a film which is coming up soon called Tramps like Us. And he put a reach out on Facebook, and I wrote to him via Facebook, and I'm proud. I am beyond proud to say that I'm going to be in the film, and I'm, like I said, I'm in America at the moment by the Colorado Rivers behind us. I'll be coming back to Jersey in August for the premiere, which I'm really looking forward to. But what I usually do in these things, if that's okay with you, David, I do 3 questions,
Okay.
and then we'll do. So you're an adventure filmmaker initially. So what drew you into that?
Filmmaking?
Yes.
It's a very interesting question, actually. Combination of 2 things.
Yep.
I had originally gone to school for architecture.
Oh, okay.
And I was in a master's degree program. I had already got my associate's degree in it, and I was working towards my master's degree. And when you go to school for architecture in the United States, the class load is extremely heavy, right?
Okay.
So it's like 80, 100 hours a week of work, and I was getting burnt out on it. You look for those other credits that you have to take where you're not going to get homework because the load is so much. So everybody wanted to take television because in communications, that fills your communications quota, and you can't take a television studio home with you. You're not going to get any homework in that one, right? I was lucky enough to get that class. At the same time, I was burning out on drawing. I got to the point where something that I absolutely loved, I didn't want to do anymore.
Okay.
And I had a wonderful teacher in television who was only a few years older than me, knew I'd been in school for a long time for architecture. And he just kind of opened the program to me. He just said, here's the key to the edit room. Go ahead and I'll teach you the basics and you can just come and go. And I found that all the art training and everything came naturally in television to me. Now, the other reason is because I played in a band in the 90s and we were pretty good and we were getting close and I wanted to be able to do my own music videos and things like that. So it was those 2 reasons that launched me into film and television.
Wow.
And I haven't looked back.
Cool, because I haven't stalked you. I promise you I haven't stalked you. But I've looked through your social media and you were into surfing
I was.
as well.
Yes, I was.
Because I don't know if you know this, but I was into surfing before I had the accident.
I've always wanted to be able to surf back where you're from because a lot of people don't realize this, but I have surfed there too. I know in Wales and in Ireland there are some surfing spots.
Yeah.
And I've always wanted to be able to go, but I'm afraid to because like where I last lived, where I surfed, was in Hawaii, right?
Yeah.
The water's always 70 degrees or warmer. So you guys surfing over there, that's cold water. I don't know if I can handle it.
It's very cold. It's great fun. I live about a quarter of an hour from the beach.
Do you ever get in the water still?
Well, like I said, I used to surf, but then because my legs aren't as clever as they used to be, I kayak surf.
Okay, brilliant.
It's great. So I got back into it, and it really helped come out of the water. You know what I mean?
Fantastic.
And I'm sure I'll always remember that scene in Point Break. Keanu Reeves is talking to the kid in the surf shop, and the kid goes, "A lot of guys your age, the older guys are learning to surf. It'll change your life, I swear to God." And it really can, can't it?
I mean, I got into it when I was a teenager in New Jersey. Right, we used to go out to Belmar and Asbury, all those areas. And then I moved out west. I went to college at UNLV and I lived out west. And then when I moved to Hawaii is when I really dove back into it. And it was the old guys, the old timers in Hawaii, the old Hawaiians that taught me how to surf in Hawaii. Right?
Oh, okay.
Hawaiian style, right?
Yeah.
On a longboard. And,
wow.
And it was
Like
purely spiritual, and
Yeah.
I've seen 10,000 beautiful sunsets from my surfboard out there. I just, it'll be with me till the day I die.
That's a real cool thing, isn't it? That's really good. So obviously the next question is, what drew you to Bruce?
Well, there's no escaping it if you're from Jersey, right? My father worked in Freehold, but it was my older brother, like so many, and you'll see it in the film. You'll see it's a common theme. Siblings turned a lot of people on to Bruce, right? So my older brother, it was his music. My brother is 7 years older than me, and I remember him going to No Nukes and
wow, okay.
and sending a check in to get tickets back before, way back, right?
And all that.
Yeah, then in 1980 when he released Hungry Heart, that was about I was 11, 12 years old. I was starting to get into music, and that's when it became my music. And I've always tell people Bruce and U2 are the two musical pillars in my life.
Yeah.
They taught me how to dream. My father was a wonderful man, but he was a blue collar company guy, right?
Yeah.
Dreams weren't something you chased, right?
Yeah.
Bruce and U2 are what taught me to dream and what have fueled everything that I've done. So that's what got me into Bruce Springsteen, and I've never looked back. So
Yeah. No, I really like that. It taught me to dream. That's a good phrase. Yeah. That is it. Any questions you want to ask me?
yeah, it's fun to actually get interviewed instead of doing the interview. But I'm curious what. I followed you on social, especially on this trip too. I know you've been over before with your book at Route 66, and you have a connection to Route 66. I'm wondering, like, how did that get fostered? Why do you feel drawn to it like that? Because I can see from the pictures you're having the time of your life. You are just in your element doing this.
Yeah, no. It's the ability to do it.
Yeah.
It's the ability to do it. Every day, I thank whatever the fact that I can get up and walk. I could have pain blocking injections in my spine just to be able to walk as well as I can. So I just want to, you want to do these things. You hear the beautiful music, the beautiful art all along Route 66, and I convey that all along the way. It's not just about motorcycles. I love motorcycles to bits, but it's not. It's about the art, the music, and it just keeps you alive. Yeah. And if you got that, like as you said, the ability to dream, being taught to dream. If you got the ability to dream, you can do anything.
What will you take from this most recent trip to here to?
The beautiful aspect of we did the Pacific Coast Highway this time between San Francisco and LA, and that was absolutely gorgeous. Very cold. I didn't expect it to be as cold as it was, but it was absolutely gorgeous. Really enjoyed that. Really enjoyed in LA. Went to Whiskey A Go Go. We went to the Viper Room. We went to the Rainbow Bar and Grill, which is absolutely brilliant. You hear all your heroes, Lemmy and things like that, and the Doors, obviously. Johnny Depp, the Hollywood vampires, they all grew up in that area, so to be able to be to see part of that, what it's all about, was really special. I really enjoyed that aspect of it. The bits I didn't enjoy are the homelessness I saw in San Francisco. That was scary.
It's really bad in Venice too.
Is it okay?
Yeah, it's a big problem.
Yeah, and I'm not intelligent. I'm not clever enough to know the answers, but it's got to get better than that, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, no, that's
I think that we. Well, hello. Yeah.
We got someone can visit.
I think that we're better than that.
Yeah.
I think that
as a race, we're better than that.
Yeah.
We should look after each other.
Yeah.
If you can't look after the people, my father always taught me philosophy. If you can't help someone, if someone asks you a question and asks for help, the answer must always be, if I can, I will. Because the minute you start saying no to people, you're just closing so many doors. And pretty soon, once you close so many doors, they won't open again.
That's right.
So that's my philosophy anyway.
It's a brilliant one.
Yeah, thank you. All right. But I think we covered quite a bit there.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. We did. Great, thank you, David.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. It's been great meeting you. This is a thrill. I'm really enjoying it. Okay, cheers. We'll knock this off.